Keep 'em moving out, keep 'em moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Run, but you sure can't hide. 949, a 242. Vote for me and I'll set you free.
Rock on, brother. Rock on.
But the only person talking about love is a preacher, and it seems the only person concerned with earning the pollution and no solutions is still on my brothers. Disillusioned by the confusion of new shit.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Where the world was headed, nobody knows.
Black tea, black tea,
Round
black
and
tea.
around we go. Where the world's headed, nobody knows.
Black tea, black tea,
Round
black
and
tea.
around we go. Where the world's headed, nobody knows.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea and brown
We're here to teach you spill. You already know the deal. Truth happening in the world. No, it's gonna be revealed. Clean version, dirty version. Yes, you gon' get it all. And the chips lay where they fall. We ain't being coy, shy, or elusive. Simply here to speak the truth and live. Not with that exclusive. Bringing to life things happening in the black community is what you're drinking. And we ain't even Georgia. Sit back, relax, and get your mind stimulated by the realness of the talk. Smooth, taking a journey, babe. Down all type of different lanes and really living the same. Every time delivers something like fire. Yeah, that's where you know who I be and where I be. It ain't a mystery, and if you don't know, then soon you will see. So in the meantime, get a coffee seat and empty cup and let us fill you up with that tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea,
Black tea and brown sugar.
black tea, black tea.
Black tea and
We live, baby. Shout out to y'all that been watching since day one.
I know, right?
We definitely appreciate the loyalty. I'm a little sick, y'all, so I sound congested and I'm like a mouth breather. Like, he was like, key your nose. I was like, I know.
It's terrible.
It's like the dude off Hey Arnold. Remember how we used to punch him? That's me.
And I'm definitely gonna punch the shit out of her tonight, man. Y'all see her puffs? She got her puffs popping, man.
I rock rough and tough with my afro puffs. She rock on with your bad
She's
self.
not that tough, y'all. She about as soft as they come, man. She just she just need a hug, man. She ain't
One
tough,
dude, he
man.
told me I was a Rolo.
What's a Rolo?
You know the ROLLO is the chocolate candy. And then as soon as you suck on it, it's like hard on the outside and then there's nothing but caramel stuff on the inside.
That's funny as heck. What's going on, Rikisha? That's funny as heck. That makes sense, man. Cause you soft, man.
I'm not no Rolo.
Got such a big heart. You trying to act all tough.
I am tough.
Whatever. So let's get the show popping, man, with our so we got our YouTube stuff popping, man. We was, I don't know, man. It's not working like we wanted to, so we're gonna postpone it for now, but we're gonna have it jumping off for y'all. Make sure if y'all have any troubles with the connection, let us know. What's going on, Ebony? Make sure y'all let us know so we can be sure to address it, because we just trying some new stuff today. Make sure y'all go check out y'all Mother's Day shirts. Buy the Mother Day shirts, memorial shirts. Support. Y'all can click the donate button on our page to purchase it. Put the information in there, your size, your name, where you want us to send it to. The money includes shipping. And the money helps to give y'all a good show, man. It costs money to do stuff. We're not asking y'all. It's a free show. We just support us like we support y'all, you know? You did?
Because we are here for y'all.
We're here for y'all. We're here for y'all, man. We had a really good show Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good turnout, man. I'm proud of Ash and Mr. Marcus, man. They put on a good show. So y'all make sure y'all support them every other Friday for the Victory Show. What's going on, Sabrina? I see you on here. What's up, Alex? Alex, my boy now, man.
Faithful.
He's my boy, man. We're gonna get Alex on here one day. I like Alex, man. All right, we gotta
Hey, Hassan.
Hassan. Where's he from? Where you from, Hassan?
New York. Remember that's the personal trainer guy? Authentically well. Oh yeah. It was on BTBS.
Well, I didn't. He's from New York.
Yeah.
Let's go to New York, Key.
I'm with it. I got people in New York.
You know with it, man.
I always go to New York.
When's the last time you were in New York?
Like last year, my best friend lives in New York. She lived in the Bronx.
I've been to New York one time, and I kept getting lost.
You get lost?
Because I kept meeting all kind of new people, man. Not everybody want to talk, but some people are down for talking. I know, Alex, one day, man, we got you, man. So we have a really cool cat who is our black to black successor of the week. His name is Michael White. So, you know, as always, we do something different. Instead of talking for them, we let them talk for themselves to give a little briefing about what they do, what they're about. So we're gonna get Mr. Mike on the phone. So Mike, if you're watching, be ready. Please answer the phone. We call twice our max. Twice is our max.
Twice is the max.
Kid just sick. Kid's trying to go.
No.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so let's get him on the phone. Let's see.
Hello.
Oh, wait, there's an issue.
Hello.
Can you hear us, man?
Hello.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Who is this?
There we go. Can you hear us, man?
Who is this?
Hello?
Hello. Who is this?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna try one more time. Kid, stop laughing, man. We don't need this foolishness. Hold on, we're gonna try one more time.
Did y'all hear that answer?
Hold on.
Like, who is this?
Hold on, we're gonna try one more time. Hold
I
on.
wanted to say, bitch, you called me. But you didn't call her.
Hold on, we're gonna try this thing one more time. Hold on. See, kid, this is why you do the black to black successor.
This is why. Oh my God.
Mike, where you at, Mike?
Please leave your message for 404-980-9797.
Mike, chill, Key. All right, Mike, we're gonna try one more time. And he has a really good thing going, so I really hope we can get him, man. I told Mike to be on standby. It's like 6:30 is your time. Nope. All right, we're gonna try one more time. I don't know what's going on with Mike, man.
Oh, this is when
Please
it's
leave your
bad to be
message.
live.
I know,
This
right?
needs to be cut.
It's bad to be live. We're gonna keep the show rolling, man. Ain't nothing we can do about it, man. We tried.
We did.
We tried, man. We tried to give him show him some love and give him a shout out, man. He had a good thing going, but we'll see about it another time. That's cool. I know, Rakisha, don't encourage Key. Don't encourage Key. So let's might think you got a bill collector. Now I told him the number I'm calling from and everything. So
Hey, because them bill collectors.
his girl done answered the phone and got upset at him. And now he in trouble. Now he can't answer the phone. Yeah, he knows the number, Rakisha. There's no excuse, right? We're going to move on. We're going to move on, man. It throws us off a little bit, but it's all good.
It's all good in the hood.
So we're going to, I think we're going to get Gina on the phone first, man.
Well, let's talk about what we got going on. Today is Single Parent Day.
Mm-hmm.
Cater to single parent dating, single parent woes. As we all know, you know, being a single parent in the black community, unfortunately, is nothing foreign or new, you know, and it's mostly women. But there are some single fathers out there. So if you're a single father, you know, this show is for you. It's for you. It's for you. I absolutely feel some kind of clarity and just kind of discuss, you know, what are the woes of being a single parent, especially when it comes to like dating. Do you find it harder? Is it harder for people to date when they have multiple children compared to just one child? And what goes on with that? And we do have a few single moms on our team, so y'all are more than welcome to call in and just give us what you think. Now, before we start that, we are going to let y'all know the question of the night is, should a man leave after he finds out that the child isn't his? So if you've been in a relationship with someone and she gets pregnant, and then you find out when the child is like 3 or 4 or 10 that the baby really ain't yours.
It reminds me of that song
By Life
Jennings. Would you want to know?
Hypothetically.
Would you want to know?
I mean, I'm a woman.
I mean, first instincts is like, I mean, what's... All right, so, okay, so
It's
the
always
line...
mama's baby.
The cheating situation. So the cheating situation that he asked the girl, if it's like something that happened, he was drunk, it was like 10 years ago, he never in his life cheated again. He's been like a wonderful man, a wonderful husband.
Oof, I don't know.
In 10 years, she's like...
By the way, I have this 10-year-old son.
No, not even the son, just he cheated. Because I think the situation, y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
If there's a child, it makes it way worse.
So if he cheated and it just was a one time mistake, and he never did it again, you just was like, just leave it alone.
It depends on how our relationship has been. But there's a baby involved, absolutely not. Get out my face, ugly.
He gotta be ugly. He got ugly that quick.
That quick. I swear.
That's what's up, man. So I wonder. So what about dating? Do you date men with kids?
I used to date men with kids for a long time.
Why's that?
Because this guy that I dated years ago had kids, and it was always like an excuse when it came to his children. Like he was always, I felt like men with kids always had like, some of them they still be sleeping with their baby's mom. And then sometimes like he'd be like, oh, well, I want to spend time with you. And he'd be like, oh, well, I got to go be with my kids. But meanwhile, he cheating with another bitch. Or he's over there with the kids and the baby's mom and they playing house. And so it was like if you got a child, it was always like an easy excuse because you knew that I would never question what you got going on with your kids. The second you told me, oh, I'm going to spend this Saturday with my kids, the questions stopped for me. So it was like an easy lie that they
excuse.
Yeah, like they could like an easy out.
He never tried to include you?
No, and me and him dated for a while, but then come to find out he wasn't doing shit for his kids. It was all a lie. He was spending money on females and shoes and this, that, and the third. Because when I finally checked that Facebook inbox, the baby's mom was cussing him out left and right, like, nigga, you owe me this, you owe me that.
How'd you get to his inbox?
Because I created his Facebook.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so
wow.
Long story short, so then he traumatized me. That was in 2010. I didn't date men with kids for a long time. And then, like, just recently, like, I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm about to be 30, so...
Men are going to have kids at this age.
Yeah, but it's like, it depends, like, get your baby's mom in check, because I will punch her. Have respectful kids. And it just depends on the situation. And I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of baby's moms. If you got a whole bunch of baby's moms, get out my face, ugly.
Why everybody got to be ugly? That's your word today, ugly? See, I know what the thing is. You think you popping today. You got your suckers. You got your puff. You done put some Nubian gel on your scalp. So you just fly. Today. So you think you're gonna go call everybody ugly? Call me ugly. Go ahead. I want you to. I can't wait. Say I don't care if I got Uggs on. Don't even say Uggs. I'm coming for you, Key. So
You're so stupid.
So what do y'all think? What do y'all? I know, right, Alex? She's just calling everybody ugly. So, what do y'all think, man? What are y'all issues when it comes to dating? What are y'all issues when it comes to, I don't know, single parent issues in general? I'm gonna call one of call G. I know she wanted us to call it today, so hold on. Let's see, is anybody gonna be on the phone today? Everybody's saying call, but people not answering the phone. Are you the kid and scared them off? Call them ugly.
Thelma from Good Times. Hey.
Mike calling now. Should we answer?
He gotta wait. Where was you at, Mike? We called you. Gina don't never answer.
People, what's going on with everybody?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
This is what happens when
system.
we go live, man. This is what happens when we go live, man. Ain't nobody. Hold on. All right, Mike answered. Hold on. Black Tea, Brown Sugar. This is Esquire. Hello? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not good.
This is what I have to deal with, y'all. Kia,
I'm
stop.
sorry. I'm sorry.
This is what I have to deal with. Listen. We are giving y'all stop. Listen, we are giving y'all free advertising. We are promoting y'all for free. We are allowing y'all to broadcast y'all excellence for free. So when we call, please answer the phone. And if you call us back, please say something and don't just say nothing. We're going to call Mike one more time. Kia, you good?
I'm sorry, yeah. Y'all know I'm goofy as hell. I don't know why this is so funny.
We're going to get...
Thanks, Tanya. I am popping.
All right, we're going to get Mike on the phone again. Kia, you good?
Yes.
See, now I got to exit out of everything and pull his number back up. Yeah, ridiculous. All right. Let's see.
It was in the bathroom.
All right, Kia. Let's see.
This is Michael.
What's going on, Mike? This is Esquire with Black Tea Brown Sugar, man. You live? How you doing, Brian?
Hey, I'm fantastic, man. How are you?
Pretty good. We've been trying to call you, man. We
Hey,
live.
Michael.
You oh man, everybody looking for you.
I know.
Where you been, bro?
I'm so sorry, y'all. Literally, I was on the phone talking about my events today, and I was like, wait, I got an interview. And I just hung up the phone with him and called y'all, so forgive me.
Nah, it's all good, Mike. So tell everybody what you do, man. What it is that you do, man. Give them a little snippet.
Oh, good. Well, first of all, thank you all for having me part of the show tonight. For me, it's 10 years now. In March, it was 10 years for me in entertainment business. My focus has been gospel music. I've had the privilege of representing some of gospel music's biggest talent. I've worked with. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with the show BET Sunday Best, but it is a show that Kurt Franklin is the host of, and it's judged by Donnie McClurkin and Kiara Sheard and Yolanda Adams. And I've represented Leandra Johnson from that show, Amber Bullock, Tasha Page Lockhart, and I've also managed the actual mentor of the show, Kim Burrell. And of course, I've worked with a lot of others as well, but that's kind of a reference point for me. So it's been a blessing. I started at the age of 18, and now I am 27, and it's been all good. I have no complaints, all good lessons. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hold on, man. It looks like hold on. It's like when you call back in and pause the video. Hold on. It's playing. It's live.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, all right, Mike. Yeah, go ahead, man. You good, brother?
Okay, yeah. So that's what it's been like for me for the last 10 years, and so now I'm into the developments and things like that with my career and with my platform and brand. So that's what it's been. 10 years of gospel music for me.
That's what's up, man. I know you was telling me a little bit about what y'all do with the single mothers, man, and I think that's miraculous.
Yeah. About last October, I was literally thinking about another creative idea for a client that I was representing at the time, and it was called the Single Moms Club, and what I really wanted to do was develop a real interactive commercial sister circle that is a bond that happens nationwide, and gathering moms, single moms, knowing that, my mom was a single mom, my sister was a single mom, my grandmother raised her children by herself. So the single mom world was something that I was very, very familiar with and connected to in a big way, because those single moms have helped, my life and be who I am today. And so what I did is I said, I'm going to shift my work, and I'm not going to do it the way I've been doing it for the last 10 years. I'm going to use my life, use my platform, use my resources and relationships to help build people, connect people to living better lives, their best lives possible. And I decided to go with women because I feel like anytime you unite women and allow them to come together for projects or making a decision to do something great, you get nothing but great, amazing results.
Exactly.
And so with that, I said I'm going to do this club, and I'm going to spend the next 5 to 10 years investing my time in the single moms, building them, giving them a voice again. If I can get moms to come out of their house for just 3 hours a month and take their mind off their bills, off their children, off of their relationships, off of all of the other things in the world that clouds people's minds, and just enjoy themselves, I think it's worth it. And so making that decision has been one of the best decisions this far. We literally announced it at the beginning of April, and we're literally going into 17 markets in 2018 for the Single Moms Club. It's an exclusive private thing. You only can get in, between now and May 14th. We're only taking 100 women, and I'm bringing in celebrities and a lot of my friends and relationships that I've built to empower and impact these moms, and I give them an experience. Every month they have an experience. They show up. They have no clue what's going to happen. They just know that they have to be at the club meeting. But when they get there, every month it's a different topic, and they literally are able to check out of everything around them and enjoy themselves for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, man, that's excellent, man.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, are these women, do they have to be in a certain region?
No, well, what happens is the test market is of course, it's in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's the test market. So it's people from all over Arkansas, that are coming together. Again, we've opened it up to the public for the first year, and but we'll only take 100 applications of single moms. Of course, in 2018, we'll do the exact same model in 17 other markets. Well, I will only take 100 women. I won't ever go over that. But what happens is, as I go into every season of this, I add on another 100 women for the experience. These 8, 9, 10 months of hard work, talking about dating. We talk about I'm bringing in people like the Jay Bolins and the Sean Melsons and the Kim Kimballs of the world to help single moms be able to step out every day looking their best but not having to spend a whole lot of money. I'm helping every mom establish their business. You know what I mean? Fashion and beauty, dating. I'm going to be putting the women into some very uncomfortable situations where they're going to be thrown into some dates with some men to see how they vibe and how they connect, and if they can hold conversations and not be all about sex at the beginning. So, I mean, it's really, really cool, and we'll do the same thing in 17 other markets. So I literally will spend 17 days out the month on the road going from market to market meeting with these women.
And how do you go about selecting them, man?
They show what we did for the first year is we every week in Little Rock for the last 2-3 weeks we've done meetings. So Facebook, we release a big post about it, tag a single mom, and literally they inbox us, and send an email to us saying that they want to join the club. We send them back an email telling them that this is where the interest meeting is going to be. It's at a private location. It's never announced to the public where the meetings are, and they show up, and I go through, meet the women. I listen to their stories. They all are very, very open about their life. They sign a non-disclosure agreement agreeing to never tell what happens in the club. You cannot repeat what someone else's story may be to people outside of the club. So it's a very tough process once they show up for the interest meeting.
Oh man, that sounds like what? That sounds. And how long did you say it's been going?
We launched it in April, and we already have over 200 women that have expressed interest in the club.
Oh, wow.
And just Little Rock alone.
That's so amazing.
Little Rock alone. So
how can people...
We're preparing for the national lunch, and then we'll end the first season well, in the first season, I'm taking all of the ladies to Montego Bay, Jamaica, from February the 8th to the 12th, 2018. So
no,
that's how we
Hold
climax
on, Mike.
each
Let me get a
season.
kid real quick so I could go. No, I'm just
Listen. I'm trying to tell you, it's a blessing in that thing. So, that's how we end the season, and we go on to the next season doing the thing. So every year, it's always a big trip that I take them on, and when they get to Montego Bay, they have a big, huge boat all-white party that takes place. I'm also bringing Fantasia in November to do a single moms concert that's open to the public, but it's being sponsored by the Single Moms Club here in Little Rock. So it's pretty cool. Like, it's very fun. It's not like sit around and let's talk about baby daddies and talk about how bad men are. It's not that. It's about taking responsibility for your life.
Something that's positive and uplifting, man. I think that's important because a lot of times when I think about those kind of clubs, I've seen just bashing men or turning up, drinking, getting drunk, but something positive, man. That's beautiful.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm a male myself, so I'm not my intention and my work is not for people to hold other people accountable for their life. Everyone is responsible for their own life. So you have to do your work to understand what decisions, what choices you have made that has allowed you to be in these circumstances. Because at the end of the day, your choices have consequences. And so the women, they go back down memory lane and look at everything that they've experienced in life from their childhood all the way up to now and hold themselves in a space of forgiveness and able to move on.
Exactly. Forgiveness, man. That is the most crucial part. It's forgiveness. No matter what your circumstances, if you can't forgive, you can be stuck in that place forever. And everybody around you moving on. Everybody around you don't
exactly,
move on.
Man. Exactly.
You sitting there being bitter about something. That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. That's the key to the whole thing is forgiveness and things like that. So, and that's what I decided to do with my work moving forward now is help people see themselves in a different light. We have a limited time on earth is what I tell the women, and it's our responsibility to try to blow it out, to live the best life possible, and you only do that by evolving and understand that you cannot do this by yourself. And love is the key word in everything you do.
Exactly. How can people get in touch with you? How can people find out more?
I'm definitely on all social media outlets. You can look at Michael B. White. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Michael_B. White. Single Moms Club is also on social media outlets. And then the website that will be open once the club officially launched will be www.thesmclub. So www.sm Single Moms Club.
Is it the or just SM?
It's SM Club. www.smclub.com.
Okay, smclub.com. All right, man. We're definitely for it, man. Listen, let me tell you something. If you need someone to help you kind of facilitate, let me know because I'm there.
Okay, man.
I'm there.
I would love for you all to maybe even come and cover one of the meetings. I'll give you exclusive rights to come in and see what happens in the meeting.
And that'll be hard. We can Hey, sure, we'll do
and
that.
Hopefully
man.
You can make your way to Pittsburgh.
I think you all would enjoy that and see what happens behind the scenes with the team as we plan these monthly star-studded events.
Absolutely, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. We will be in touch. And whatever we can do to help you, man, please feel free to reach out to us, man.
Okay, man. I appreciate y'all so much.
Absolutely.
No problem. Thanks, Michael.
All right. Thank you. Have a great one. Have a good one.
That's a good recovery.
Yeah, and that's
why I wanted. That's why I wanted to get him on the phone, man. That's why.
Yeah, that's dope stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty dope, man. I think I have a confession. I think I dialed the wrong number the first time.
Okay, good.
I think I dialed. So who is this? That was the wrong number.
Good.
I'll take fault for that.
Good, but I mean that's the type of shit that I love hearing about, and hopefully it would be so dope if you could have something like that.
Hey, what's going on, Kimberly? Thank you so much, Kimberly, for sharing, man. I see you, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's definitely needed. I wonder what it would take to expound it to Pittsburgh, man. And just a lot of these cities, man. Not even just the bigger cities, little cities too. A lot of people forget about small towns and small cities, and those are the places that need stuff like. 'Cause there's nothing to do there. There's nothing to do but gossip and but getting other folks' business and make people feel depressed and.
Right. Hey, Kim.
Want people to hurt like you hurting, so that's very important, man. Gina, you ready? Because we're going to call you now, Gina. This is your chance. This is your chance.
Yeah, Gina, you.
Cause Gina be following off. What's going on, Patrick? Who all we got on here? We got Pat. Who's Patrick? Who are y'all? What's up with everybody? We got all these new faces. Everybody, what's up, man? Remember, if you would like to chime in, yeah, we called you earlier, Gina, while you was gossiping, and you ain't answer the phone.
Oh, Kimberly, that's my girl Kim from Charlotte. We go back like old black on the ghetto land.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Throw your hands up. Hey, your shirt up. Put it around your head like a helicopter. All right, G, we calling you. I wonder do y'all be getting
Hello?
nervous? Gina, what's up?
Who?
Is this Gina?
Who are you looking for?
Gina?
I think you got the wrong number.
What's your name?
Who are you?
My name is Esquire, and we actually live right now with BlackTeaBrownSuga. We on air, and I know you probably think this is prank. She hung up. Hey, what's going on today? Hold on.
What numbers are you dialing, yo?
I'm dialing. Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Nope, yeah.
Hey, yo. This is what I'm telling you, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. He be so nervous before every episode. This is the 10th episode. He was a wreck. He told me to come over here early to do nothing. To do nothing. Let me tell y'all, and this is what I'm saying. Let go of the nerves because no, right there.
Kid, I'm coming for you, man.
I'm coming for you.
Before the show over, it's on the
Y'all know, he be tripping.
I don't know no more.
Gina, what's your number?
I don't even know anymore.
Hello?
Is this Gina?
Yeah, you got the right number now.
What's up, Gina? Man, you're not finna do me this whole show, man. You're not gonna do me. You say what?
I said, who are you calling?
I know Kid gave me the wrong number.
Nah.
Hold on, let me turn Kid mic off.
See?
Kid gave me the wrong number. Turn our mic off real quick so you can't start lying. What'd you say, Kid?
See,
What'd you say, Kid? We can't hear you, Kid.
No, we shouldn't be able to hear you. I'm about to start dialing numbers.
You welcome to, man. Nah, so we popping off the single parent section of the show. And I know I wanted to get you on first so you can talk about some of your difficulties that you have as a single parent.
Yeah, like, it's just the thing to where, like, sometimes, you know, you have things that you need to do by yourself and stuff that you want to handle. And I, you know, as a parent, never have time to do anything on my own, so I always have my son. And, like, it's coming to the point where it's kind of hard on me, and I'm always tired. And, you know, I kind of don't know what else to do. But that's just how it is when you sign up for that, in that role.
I have a question. It's real. Have you ever felt like killing your baby? I don't know if you want to say that out loud. I hear a lot of mothers that say that. They were like, man, I just wanted to strangle and kill my baby. Not that they'll do it. They would ever actually go through with it.
Oh, no.
But they say just the stress level of finally falling asleep and the baby crying. And I don't have any children, so I'm learning the ins and outs of having kids. Because I can imagine how stressful it would be. I can just get up and do something. But I think about even dating,
it's stressful, but it's all about how you manage that stress. You have to manage your stress. Like, sometimes you may get tired of hearing that crying and that hollering. You just have to take a break and step away from it and give yourself.
How do you
step, pray about it and come back and just be like, okay.
Do you have a support system at all, Gina? Like, do you have a mom or siblings or aunts or anything that come in and help you with your son since his dad is not around?
Mm-mm. Like the only time that I actually have a babysitter or something is like when he goes to school or my dad will keep him while I'm at work. But as far as me time, no. Mm-mm. There's no me time at all.
See, I couldn't do that, man. I love the luxury of just getting up and going.
Yeah, that luxury is good. When you have that me time, because you need that. A person needs that.
I agree. I mean, I think it's just horrible. I think, people need to just step up and take care of their responsibilities as parents, mothers and fathers, because there's deadbeat moms too. Like, I don't know how you just leave your child. Just leave your child for dead. Just be like, oh, whatever, and see them once every 2 years or whatever. Like, how do you? I've never understood how the deadbeat parent sleeps comfortably at night, knowing that they're not doing what they need to do for a life that they help create.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like sometimes if I do get somebody to keep them or whatever, and I'm by myself, I feel guilty. Because I'm like, I don't have my son, and he's always around me. So it's like, why am I, out doing this? I should have my son instead of doing this.
She had 3 kids, and when she would finally get away from him, that's all she would think about. Like, she would be bragging the whole day about how she need to get free time, but then when she has free time, she's checking on her kids, calling the kids, because it felt unnatural for her not to be around them.
Mm-hmm. And see, I'm that parent where I call, like, if somebody has him overnight, I'll be like, what is he doing? Can I come get him now? Is he okay? Do I need to bring something?
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I don't know. What about dating? Is that ever an issue?
Yeah, that's a big issue.
What kind of issues do you face?
That's a big issue because, like, I don't be wanting my son around people like men when I first meet them. I don't want them coming to my house when I first meet them. Like, I don't want them around my son, period, until I know that they're serious.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my issue. And, like, a lot of men come and go, so I just be like, nah, maybe if you can come see me, then my son doesn't have to be here. And I always have my son, so it ends up being a short conversation, and I end up not talking to him anymore. Because some men aren't ready for that responsibility of man enough to take care of somebody else's child.
Man enough, though? Because I feel like, I don't know if that's the proper term, like, oh, he's not man enough to take care of somebody else's child. He could very well be a man, but he don't want to take, because I don't want to take a child. Where is your baby's mom?
Yeah.
I think if I'm taking care,
but they don't, I guess you could say that they don't want to help raise someone else's child. You could put it like that. They don't want to help raise someone else's child.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't think I should just overstep my boundaries, but at the same time, he's not there, so why not? But it's kind of difficult because I kind of push a lot of people away, but I feel like it's for the better because I figure like if somebody is serious and they want to date me, then they'll be like, well, we could go to the park and your son could just run around and play while we're together, spending time together.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's interesting because then your son don't have to look at it as that y'all on a date or y'all together, just y'all met at the park. You just talking to a guy at the park. That's interesting.
I think it's better keeping the person outside of the home for a while. Now, this is what I've had single friends that be like, whenever they're dating or they may be talking to multiple guys, just getting to know these people, and like one of their stipulations is, I need a man that's gonna want to help take care of my child. Like, is that on your, like, I wonder, like, how does that play?
That's really not on my agenda. I take care of my son. I don't need nobody else to take care of him.
Okay, yeah. Because I've heard people say that legitimately, like, they need to.
Now, in the defense, Key, I think, and I've said this before, that a lot of times women have so much governmental support. The government gives women so much support of their child that if a man comes in the picture, that support is now taken away. So if a man can't financially take that slack, then a lot of now some women just or have the wrong mindset about it. But some women actually feel like if a man's gonna come to my life and I got to give this up, then I need him to be able to take care of this. Like my mother, when my stepfather died, she was getting money every month for spousal support. I don't forget what kind, but I know he was in the she was in the military. Okay, yeah. But she also knew that if she remarried, she had to have a man that can be able to take care of that slack. Because now she loses that support, that extra financial support. And raising 3 boys and 2 girls, she needed it. So I know a lot of times women have that mindset, like if I marry or if I be with somebody, I need him to be able to take up the slack that I now lose from the government, especially if that's what they want, to free the shackles of the government.
Well, see, I get child support for my son, but that's not necessarily saying that I would use somebody else's financial help because I don't depend on nobody. When my son was first born, I was staying by myself, taking care of him and paying for daycare. The daycare was like maybe $110 a week. So I was taking care of that, paying my bills, and making sure he had clothes all at the same time. So I didn't need anybody's help. I mean, the extra help is okay, but if they're not willing to maybe pitch in and tell me, okay, here's the money, do whatever you want to do with it, then I mean it's okay. Because I'm gonna make sure me and my son are taken care of, regardless if he's there or if he's not there. So I mean the extra help, it would be good, but if not,
it's not something that's because I know people that legitimately, you gotta want to help me take care of my son. Mm-hmm. Like that's on the list. Okay, he needs to be this. He needs to be tall. He needs to be dark skinned, and he needs to help me take care of my child. Mm-hmm. Like he needs to want to be. He needs to want to be a father. A stepfather to my child, and it's like.
Because it's already hard as a single parent, and then for you to have this whole list of how you want your guys to be, you shouldn't have that because men don't typically date women with kids, period. Because they don't want to either deal with the father or they think y'all still have something going on. Or it's just I don't want to step in.
Just as much as y'all complain about baby mama drama, there's baby daddy drama too, man.
Yeah.
Now listen, even in the picture. Until somebody else come along. Oh, yeah. When somebody else come along and it's like, oh, who this nigga? Oh, who this nigga making you happy?
Yeah.
And then they try to fight. Guys will try to fight. Guys will try to pull guns, and guys will try to kill. Talking about who this. Then it's hard for me as a positive male role model. If I'm in any person's life, any child's life, adult's life, I try to be a positive influence. So especially as a child who I feel like needs more master, I would want to give that. But I also don't want to have the father looking over my shoulder saying, did you tell my child to sit down? You ain't his daddy. Because that's a whole nother issue. And that's something that men have to take into consideration.
You probably ain't even in the picture taking care of the child.
Yeah.
But it happens. But
then that's up to the mom to be like, okay, I don't care if you are the sperm donor. Like, this man takes care of the child.
She can't do nothing if he ain't around when it happens. If she ain't around when stuff happens. I'm telling you.
Because I was in a situation where my son's father, I was talking to a guy and, like, we were to the point where we were kind of getting serious. And, like, he would start blowing up my phone when we were together. I don't want him around my son. And I wouldn't even answer the phone. Like, I would put him on the block list, do whatever I had to do, just and I would tell him, well, you can come get your son and keep him for a couple hours if you don't want him around him. But since you don't want to do that, goodbye. Like, get off my phone. Like, we don't have no conversation. Just start trying to help.
Nah, they're not.
God forbid they giving up their free time.
Right. If you're not trying to help, then why are you covering? Point blank period.
So Anthony's made a point. She said, she don't think that all situations that the government gives a lot of financial support to single mothers.
It depends on the state. It depends on the state and her situation. Because a single mom could be making, okay, you might be like, oh, I make $18 an hour. Well, for somebody that don't have no kids, that's cool. That's a comfortable living wage for you to live comfortably and pay, average single person bills. But $18 an hour ain't shit with 3 kids. The government's
Come
going
around
to
this way.
make 18 an hour. You're not getting assistance, youngest one for daycare. You're not getting this. The government takes care of some, but it's not how people make it seem. Because my mom was single with 3 kids, and because my mom had a degree, and my mom had a decent job, teaching as a cosmetology instructor, she did not get help with us all the time. Like, she did not get help all the time, and there was moments where she was legit struggling with 3 children. They did not factor in to it that she has 3 mouths to feed outside of herself, and they still wouldn't give her food.
Get down, hey.
Well, like, G, man, we definitely appreciate your insight and your input, man. Yeah, we appreciate you.
All right. Thank y'all.
No problem.
See you later, girl.
All right, y'all. Looks like the video is messing up again. That's something that's echoing. Are y'all hearing a lot of echoing still? Let me see. Let me try this. I don't know. Facebook won't let us be great, man. We keep trying to be great, and they won't let us. Can y'all? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Am I echoing? Are we echoing? I know it's a little delayed effect, man. That sucks. I really want to get this show done. If it is, then we're gonna come back and do it regular. Matter of fact, we're gonna end this one, and we're gonna it only echoes during the calls. All right.
So it's not echoing anymore. Well, no more calls.
That sucks. We need the calls. We're gonna make it happen. Hold on. We're gonna make it happen. Give me 1 second. What did Anthony say about Illinois, Key?
Oh, if you're making over $12 an hour, you won't get food stamps unless you lie about your income. And there's a lot of places like that. And I'm going to tell y'all now, Pennsylvania, not so much. This Commonwealth state babysits a lot of these single moms. They be giving them food stamps. They used to give out $4,000 towards a car. Welfare used to be a trip. I mean, they might have eased up a little bit now. I don't know, but I feel like that's why a lot of women, like, they would just lay up on the system and have babies and shit, because the Pennsylvania government would just really take care of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania's a Commonwealth state. They go above and beyond for certain shit.
All right, we're gonna call people on my regular phones. We're gonna make this show happen tonight. We will not be stopped.
Why is it so common to not have a true family structure in the black community? I agree, Alex. It's the status quo to be a baby's dad and a baby's mom. Like, nobody is a wife and a mother and a father in the house.
Hello?
What's up, Selena?
What's up?
You live, man. You live, baby.
Am I?
You are, man. You are.
Peter, Piper, pick up.
We had to find a you on that. We had to find a way to take away this echo, so we're gonna try to call people this way, man. Turn this around.
Okay, so you calling from your phone?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So you live, man. So what kind of experiences have you experienced with being a single mother?
Oh my gosh, I got a list. I know I got 10 minutes. Let's see. Okay, so I got the 728. Okay, bet. Look, check this out. Okay, so I'm a single parent myself. Her dad actually is. This is my issue. Her dad is actually in the same town as me. I actually see him walking around, but yet still he don't recognize us. I mean, not recognize, but he just walks off as if he don't have a child in this world. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And my biggest issue is, if you gonna lay up with somebody and if you have a child with them, you need to accept the responsibility of having that child. You know how your parents say, if you lay in a bed, you gotta make it, or something like that. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Some of the things that I went through, it had got to the point to where I was working and I wanted to work more hours, but I couldn't because at the time I didn't have a support system, so it was just me and Naya. And it was hard to like get extra hours. It was hard to like, because she was in daycare, you know, from a certain time. So my hours had to be a certain amount of time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to work.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the issues is, you know, not being able to work like we want to. I'm not really the type of person that just go out, but even if I wanted to, I probably wouldn't be able to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some things like if I lost my job, you know, I'm a single parent, so if I lost my job, that means if I don't find another one, that means my child gonna be without. You know what I mean? And it gets hard sometimes with single parents, is because sometimes I feel like we get overlooked, like we don't matter. Like, you know, people always assume that we're dogging the men out, but we're not. Like, I thank God for the men. You know what I mean? I thank God for all y'all, all the men. I thank God for y'all. Y'all are God made y'all first, and He made us. You know what I mean?
So I wish we had men. I want to hear both sides, man. I wish we had some men that could help me understand. And maybe it's because I'm not a daddy. Maybe I have to have kids first to understand how I can neglect them. There's no way I could be in the same city as my child and not want to visit my child.
Town.
Like,
Some of them live in the same neighborhood.
Some of them probably live in the same house. They ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Look, B, I seen him not too long ago at the bus station. Okay, y'all, take the bus. I don't mind taking the bus. I like taking the bus because my transportation. But yeah, I saw him, and I was like, hey. He's like, what's up? And I'm like, what you mean, what's up? Can you say hey to your child? This is your child. You know, and you know, what I went through with him, you know, he physically, I'm going to go ahead and say it, you know, he physically assaulted me in my own house. He had me hostage in my own house.
What's his name?
I was pregnant with Naya, which is his child. I was pregnant with her, and he held me hostage and physically assaulted me in my own house while I was pregnant with her.
What's his name?
And his name is Robert Pittman.
Poor Robert.
Don't look his name up. He around here somewhere.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, I just don't understand. I don't understand how men can have a baby. You know you got a baby. You know this is your baby, but yet and still you walking around as if you don't have no children at all. Like you don't have no responsibility at all. So it puts more on me because I'm a single parent now, and it's like I'm already struggling myself. Hell, not everybody is making it. Not everybody is got it like that. We don't. I don't. Hell, I'm struggling. And I'm struggling by myself with my child. You know what I mean? Sometimes I be like, dang, I don't know how to do, I don't know where to go and do this or do that and do that. And it gets really, really hard sometimes for us single parents. And us single parents is not only just women. It can be men too.
Yeah.
I've seen single fathers all the time. You know what I mean? When the women just going crazy and doing the extra, I've seen men, you know, working, catching a bus, got the kids with them. You know, I'm a single dad, yada, yada, yada. I mean, I just don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, I wish somebody would help me understand that. Like, you can't not. Because even if I didn't have a child, y'all, even if I did not have a child, I still would not leave away from my child, knowing I got a child in this world. I don't see how people can do it. Like, my heart wouldn't be able to take that. I would feel guilty. I would feel lonely. I would feel, you know, separated. Anything.
No, I do feel like some men. I don't think it gets real for some men. On some level, on different. I think it gets real at different phases for some men. Like I said, women, when y'all first see the test result, it's like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. But even maybe then it's like, I'm pregnant, you know, whatever. But then when you start seeing the sonograms and start seeing the baby's head grow and all that other stuff, then it's like, I'm pregnant, for real. But for men, they don't get that experience. And especially if they're not there when the child is born, then they don't get that feeling. It's just like, okay, I got a kid. That's what's up. Right. You know, it might not even. Some guys like it might not even be mine. So whatever.
And I really, honestly believe.
See, I don't do that.
I've even had guys tell me that it's hard for them to love the child if they don't love the mom.
step up and be a man and do your part. I ain't saying and I ain't even put him on child support. I mean, like, I just don't understand. Some things I just don't accept as a woman. That's just me. I don't accept that. You know you got to live in this world. You know this is your child. You know that I'm not you.
Hello?
You. I'm talking split image like you. But yet and still you stay in the same state, in the same city, and you can't even say hi? No, I don't accept that.
I bet he say hi to every chick that come around in the bus.
I bet you do too.
That's crazy, man.
He's probably staying with a female now.
That's crazy, man. I don't get it. Maybe, like I said, I have to have kids to understand how to be a deadbeat, but I don't get it. I was raised without a father, my father in my life, and it sucks. It's not easy, man. And a lot of men have, and you would think that they would, because from my perspective, there's no way I would not be a father to my child, because I know how it feels not to have a father. So I wouldn't want I wouldn't want somebody that came from me to have to experience that and have to go through that as well. So it's just confusing to me, man. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Especially,
and she gotta grow up wondering why she don't have a name underneath where the father is on her birth certificate.
So he didn't even sign it?
There's no name there. Because he wasn't there. You want me to tell you where he was? He was in jail.
Wow.
And I'm just, it gets hard, you know, as a single parent, because I wasn't, you know.
He should have never had kids. I mean, it's not like it was really up to him, you know, and I don't necessarily believe in abortion and stuff, but
what's going on, Miss Sharon?
He shouldn't have had a child. He just sounds like a person that didn't want kids from the very beginning. But that's when I speak to, like, the one episode where I really believe that people show you signs of who they are, and we just choose to ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just the reality is, we choose. I've done it. And that's not necessarily about children, but I've seen guys that I knew weren't shit or knew had negative traits about them, and I just flat out ignored them. And the sex was good, or they made me feel good in the moment, so I didn't want to acknowledge it. But, like, I believe that he's shown even before this child that he was not ready to be a father. But I always wonder, like, you know, I've heard even older men, like people my mom and my dad's age, say that for some men it's incredibly hard for them to do for a child if they have a child by a woman that they don't love. Not necessarily saying that's your situation, but I do wonder that, like, guys, is that the case? Is it easier for you to be a father to a child where you've actually been in love with that woman? You know what I'm saying? The baby was made out of love versus, oh shit, I didn't hit this a couple of times and now she's not.
I think because it still is not real. If it's matter of fact, it's definitely not real.
Because for the mom, it's different. I mean, there's mothers that love their babies that were created out of rape.
Out of rape. Mm-hmm.
The love that a mother shares for a child is completely different for the love for the father. I think that the relationship between the mom and the dad plays a big factor on how that father is going to be in that child's life.
Let me go back and catch up with some of these comments. Ebony said, who's thinking about family structure if they can get the goods without commitment? And unfortunately, babies are being made by babies.
Very true.
Exactly, man. That's one of the. I've raised that.
Okay, Selena not no baby though.
No, I know. We're not. Selena, calm down. No, calm down. I think it's just a general. I was just going back and reading some of the comments, but I think that's been an issue.
Yeah.
Babies are being raised by babies. That's being raised by babies that are having babies to be raised by babies.
And I think it also is
people that's younger than me got more kids than I do.
Oh yeah.
And the problem also is that sex is made to be so common, and sex is not meant to. Sex is meant to be, you know, something sacred between two people, and that's what people don't understand. Like, there's so much more. Like, to me, when you lay down with someone, especially for a woman, you know, like, I explain it all the time, like, you just wouldn't let anybody walk inside your house, and that's the same thing for a woman's body. Like, you create these soul ties with a person, you run the risk of getting STDs or a child. And so, like, if you're not ready for any of that, for a person being emotionally attached to you, for you possibly contracting chlamydia or herpes or having a child come out of it, then you shouldn't be having casual sex. Like, it really boils down to stop with this casual sex.
Especially without protection. While y'all having raw sex with random chicks. I don't understand that. I don't understand when partners be like, yeah, I raw dog, like, and bragging about it.
Right.
Like, cause she had a fat ass, you raw dog, and that makes her clean. I don't understand that, man. I've heard guys say, man, because a girl is sexy, or because she got a fat ass, or because she whatever. Like, man, I'm raw dogging her.
But that even somewhat goes back to Alex's. That goes back to Alex's comment talking about, like, why is it so common, you know, for the black family structure to be so fucked up? Like, now, granted, there are a lot of marriages. There are a lot of, you know, mom and dad both in the house. There is the traditional hierarchy of a family in the black community. However, there is an abundance of majority single black women raising children. Like, I know people, seriously, I see it on my timeline. The girl been with the guy, they dating. The girl come up pregnant. She gets a 2-month sonogram, and she's taking pictures, talk about some me and mines. Damn, bitch, she left you already? I mean, you haven't even had the baby yet. I've seen it, y'all. Like, what the fuck? The baby isn't even born, and you already got this in your mind. Your program is I can take care of mine by my damn self. I don't need no help. Damn.
Yep.
Already?
That's crazy, yo.
So, which makes it even more unrealistic for the man. Because it's like they take pride in that. And they're quick to say, like somebody said it, they're quick to say, like, I can do this on my own. You can't. Babies aren't made on their own, and they're not made to be raised. Like, we need mothers and fathers to be raised. We need a mother's perspective. I remember I got caught with condoms in high school. I think I was in the 11th grade. They gave them out as part of a safe sex seminar thing. I didn't think nothing of it. I came home, tossed on my bed, left out. My mama came and found them. I came home. My mama was pissed, like pissed. And I'm downplaying it because it's not like I'm trying to hide. I mean, like, she found them in my pocket under my bed. I told her what happened. She didn't want to hear. She grounded me literally. She said for 3 months. It wasn't really 3 months, but she was like, you grounded for 3 months, and was like so pissed. Didn't want to hear nothing I had to say. But I feel like if I had a father in the situation, it could have been dissected a little differently. It could have been made. And we talked about it. When I got older, I told her about that, and we had that conversation. And she just did the best she could. That's all she knew. She wasn't having sex because she wasn't married. So she's like, I don't even have condoms in this house. Why are you bringing condoms in the house? And the older I understand her mother instinct about it, but it's still why I understand why we need fathers. It also makes me feel strongly about I'm going to be a father to my child, because things like that need to be understood from both perspectives. A mother needs to let her opinion be shown and heard, and so does a father. And the child can gather that information to formulate his own mindset. But you can't do that with just one mindset. And then these little boys
needs both parents, mom and dad. I mean, boys and girls need both mom and dad. Like, I don't care. Oh, she's the daughter, so if the dad ain't in the picture in school, absolutely not. A little girl needs a father just as much as a little boy needs a father.
Yeah, and thank you, Miss Sharon, because women need to do a better job of allowing men to be fathers. And stop, because women hold grudges too. Women be feeling like, if you don't want to be with me, you can't see your child. No, go lay up with that other bitch. I don't care if he cheated on you. I don't care what happened. If he wants to be a father, let that man be a father. And stop trying to hold grudges. If you don't like him, if you hate him, then find a mediator. Drop him off at his mama's house. Drop him off at your mama's house. But let that man be a father if he want to be a father, because you're not hurting him as much as you're hurting the child.
Because some women are bitter. They're swole that man don't want them, and they make a big deal about it. And also, what I do not agree with is, so what if he cannot be there financially? Do not use that as leverage so that he's not able to see his kids. There are some dudes out here, first of all, I guarantee you he was broke whenever you laid with him. So realistically, he wasn't going to magically start making 6 figures just because you got pregnant. 9 months is not a long time for him to get his shit together. If he was a part-time hustling ass drug dealer nigga, he going to be a part-time hustling ass drug dealer nigga 9 months later when that baby come out. Don't be surprised that he's broke. Sis, don't be surprised. The nigga been broke. However, if he is saying that he wants to come get the child and take him for $1 ice cream cone at McDonald's, let him do that. Let him do that. Yeah, he might be 18 months behind on child support, but let him take the child to the park and shoot hoops.
Right.
Man, that must be nice.
Right.
I don't even get that.
Because there are women that don't even get that. I feel like the money has absolutely nothing to do with it. If he ain't seen the child in 3 months, he's 6 months behind on child support. When he walked through your door to come get the child, don't let that be the first thing out your fucking mouth, talking about some money.
And how in the hell?
Because he ain't going to want to come around. You knew he was broke when you laid with him, so please.
Absolutely. And how in the hell does jail fix the child support issue?
Now, see, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I absolutely believe that if you want to play these games, now, if the guy's doing what he can, there's a difference. Now, because I've seen it where I've seen guys are not broke, and they're out here in these bars buying every bitch a drink, including myself.
Now that ass
put that ass on child support. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't care how if you're drug dealing or selling weed or selling whatever knockoff this, that, and the third. You gonna take care of this one because there's dudes out here balling out of control, stunting out in here, and I be out here in these bars. I see them. I be knowing people's babies' dads, and then I be going on Facebook and here she go complaining that her baby's dad ain't helping with the daughter, this and daughter. And I'm like, damn, I seen that nigga in Arts and he was doing like this, buying everybody bottles. That nigga needs to go on child support. Absolutely. So now you're forcing my hand to get the white man involved. So if you don't pay the child support and the white man arrests you, that's not on me because you should have paid child support.
Now that I understand, but I'm saying, but it's such a standard. The court systems don't look at it like that. They don't look at your Facebook post and be like, nope, it says right here, Mr. Williams on February 13th, he was tricking at the strip club.
But it's starting, because I've seen cases, I've read articles where social media is starting to get guys tripped up. And now it's state by state, but I've read articles where women have documented their baby's dad's social media and like their spending and shit like that.
But for the ones that aren't like that, there's still no solution.
No, it's not. I feel like I'm saying, if you knew you laid with a broke nigga, you knew you laid with a broke nigga. So get what you can from him. That's your fault. Like, I have no sympathy for a female crying about finances when you know you laid with a broke nigga. Like, he was laying with his mom driving his sister's car when you met up with him. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen financially?
Because women feel like sex can change a man. But that's another show.
No, like, it doesn't. What did you think? That was dumb.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it comes from both people, man. I think we, as mothers and fathers, just have to be interventions done because, like I said, when men don't know it's real, so when they actually try and they get shot down, they don't get as hurt. It's like a female shooting them down. It's like, okay, whatever, man, do you? And they just move on with the rest of their day. They still haven't had a chance to bond and connect with the child yet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do. I feel like it makes a difference, but at the end of the day, you still. I get it. There are men that say, they don't get into it. A child is born, or I didn't love the mother, so it's hard for me to love the child. But the reality is, I don't care how much you're not emotionally tied to this child, you still have a parental obligation to this life. Mm-hmm. So. Right. We can't, we can acknowledge that is a real thing and it may be harder for him to adjust and adapt, but it can't be the crutch forever.
That's true. That's true, man. Well, so Selena, do you try to reach out to him? Not that it's always your responsibility.
You said what?
I said not that it's always your responsibility, but do you ever try to reach out to him?
Definitely. I always reach out to him. He was on my friends list until he blocked me. I told him, I said, hey, do you mind saying hey tonight every once in a while? That'd be nice. Next thing you know, I'm on his page and I'm blocked. I'm like, damn, what I say wrong?
Crazy.
I'm like, well, what? Really? I've reached out to him. I even got his number. I called him. I've tried to video chat him. I've tried to reach out to his family. Nothing at all. And it's like...
go ahead, I'm listening.
It's frustrating, I'm not saying that I don't need a man, because I do need a man. Y'all are here. We were meant to be man and woman. That's just how it was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be for just a woman to be by herself for the rest of her life, or a man. No, we were meant to have... It's meant to be a woman and a man. So I'm not going to say I don't need a man, but at the same time, I can do it by myself. You know what I mean? So it just gets frustrating, you know, because every time I look at her birth certificate and there's no name underneath the father section, it kind of, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it kind of make me feel some type of way. Like, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to take care of your responsibilities, I'm not going to be wasting my time running after you, knowing that I know you're going to keep running. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm running after you and you steady running away, I'm not going to keep running after you. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling, yeah. You know, some things I'm struggling in, but, you know, I'm handling it. I'm taking care of my responsibility because I have a responsibility to my child. Not just because I have it, that's my child. That's a part of me. That's a part of him. And you would think that he would be like, okay, well, she's a part of me. I can't have a baby by myself. I have to have a man to do it.
Yeah.
Because she's a part of me and she's a part of him. You know what I mean? So it just gets frustrating sometimes. It really do.
I'm gonna adopt, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find one of these deadbeat dads and just swoop on in and just adopt some kids.
Swear, it's sad. Like, it's sad.
All right. Well, we appreciate your take, Selena, man.
Yeah.
No problem. Glad to be on the show, you guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, and is that Kia over there?
Mm-hmm.
She's so pretty.
Thanks, girl.
I just wanted to say that she's so pretty.
Will y'all
like, I love her
please
hair. She's just so
stop?
pretty. She got like this glow. But I appreciate it. Y'all be around.
He's a hater.
Shout out to my family. No.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. Hold it down.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
That's funny. And listen, y'all please stop pumping Kia's head up, man.
It's not pumping my head up. First of all, my head's already big, as y'all can see.
See, I got to deal with this before and after the show. When y'all get on the show, y'all magnify it and make it worse.
Stop being a hater.
No, I'm allowed to, man.
He's admitting he's a hater.
I get 5 minutes. I get 5 minutes of being a hater, and I break it up in increments, like 32 seconds. And I keep track, and I get my little calculator. I'm like, all right, I got 10 more seconds left, so I'm gonna get it before you leave. That's funny as heck. Miss Sharon, hey, happy birthday to Kimberly Harrison, man. She has. It's her
Kim,
belated
it ain't
birthday.
Kim's birthday. Kim's birthday is in February.
They said happy belated birthday.
Who said that?
Who said happy belated
I
birthday?
know Kim. Kim's birthday is in February.
Wait a minute. Kimberly said, Kim said happy belated birthday, Miss Kim. Now I'm all confused. Is Kim saying it to herself?
No, her mom's name is Miss Kim.
Is Miss Kim on here?
I don't know. It's Miss Kim on here. Kim, you know Miss Kim is my mom. I mean, that's my girl.
She said no, Kim Corner. Is she on here? Well, happy birthday, Kim Corner.
I love Miss Kim. Her mom is probably the funniest, but she's one of them funny moms that don't even know she's funny. We was in high school, and I used to just crack up. She'd be like, would you stop laughing at my mom? Your mom's funny as hell. She's so cool. I love her.
So happy belated birthday, man.
Happy belated birthday, Kim.
See, it's a bunch of kids in the foster care system. They need the exact love. I know, man. I know, and I work with kids. I work with the kids that come out of foster care, and I see their personalities and how they've developed because of the lack of stability and lack of parents, having someone constant in their life. And I think that's what I really want to adopt, man. I felt like if I won the lottery, I would get like a mansion and like adopt 20 kids. Annie, the movie Annie made me cry. I was like, Jamie Foxx said, it's just me. She said, it's me too. Whatever she did, I was like, oh, stop it. I'm like, man, I gotta go adopt me an Annie, man. It was beautiful though, man.
Yeah,
to take somebody who has no hope, who's fighting with hope. Annie was struggling to hold on to hope, and Jamie was just like, I got you, girl.
One of my friends, he's a foster dad.
Avery, what's up, Avery? It's crazy that you just getting hurt. I'm sorry, Key. Avery just adopted his second child. We went to college together. Yeah. Avery Carter. He just adopted his second child, man. Maybe he's third. I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, my friend, he's in the foster process, hoping to eventually adopt. So it's a beautiful thing. I've watched this. She had this child, and the child was so troubled, and had a drug addict mom, and no one knows who the dad is, like literally, because she was sleeping around to support her habit and got pregnant. And the child had so many issues, and now this little boy, he just flourishes just from being with my friend for like a year in his foster care. And I'm just like, I've never even considered it, but I'm like, look at you, you're killing it, and you're just you've completely changed this child's outlook on life and made such a huge difference for him, like, in this small amount of time. So, like, I mean, adoption and foster care is a beautiful thing when it's done right, but some of these foster parents need their asses whooped.
Oh yeah, they do it for the money.
They do it for the money, and they treat them kids like shit.
Yep, and now they have people to clean up and take care of the house and not really the love. Yep.
And I feel like, why aren't the foster agencies looking more into that?
Because they
just need a house.
They need houses. They're overpopulated. These places are overpopulated, and I remember I inquired about adoption to this one agency, man. They were blowing my phone up like every day, like, oh, have you thought about it yet? I'm
I'm sure. I'm just asking the basic questions. They ready to throw a child in your bed.
I really called the wrong number, but I was trying to play it out. I can't dial numbers. He's like, well,
we know you can't dial numbers.
So it's like, if you think about it, let us know. And like, they were sending stuff in the mail. So they just they're overpopulated, and they want, especially like the older people. Everybody wants the little babies, but they don't want the troubled teens because they can't take the time out to understand.
I mean, but they are work though. Some of them are a piece of work. Yeah. Some of them be. I be watching ID channel and shit, y'all, and I be seeing on there.
I be watching ID channel.
Because I be watching that. I live alone, so I be closing all my windows and shit in the summertime. After I get done, I be creeping up like, let me shut this. But swear it be. I've seen episodes where they adopt a teenage foster girl, and the girl starts sleeping with the husband, then kill the mom. I mean, those are like one-off chances, but it be real, or they be bad as hell, stealing out your purse and shit. And then you be wanting to send their badasses back. I mean, it ain't all of the time, but like, it takes a person that has the time and dedication to address those deep-rooted, built-in issues.
Mm-hmm. So, question of the night: should a man leave after he finds out he is not the father?
Yes, you're not sticking around for that fuckery.
I don't know. It depends, man. It depends, because I don't know. I don't even know if I would want to know at what point. Like, at what point? Like, don't come at me at 6 years, man, and I done donated my blood and stuff to this little kid. I'm like, shut up, ugly.
That's my lie.
I'm gonna be mad as heck, man.
But there do be guys like, I don't care what nobody says. That's my child.
That's my child, right? But I don't know, man. I think when the tests come back positive, these females have to make a decision. They have to learn how to take the back seat and put everything into their kids, but that's not happening.
See, I've heard this. Should there be mandatory paternity testing?
Yes. At
the birth of the child.
Yes.
Mandatory?
Yes.
So if a man is married to his wife,
yes,
mandatory.
Yes. Now he don't feel bad for asking. Now he don't feel bad, be like, I think you still hoeing, but I'm not sure. But I love you regardless, so I'm gonna sign it. But
okay, now here's the thing. Now here's the thing. So let's take into consideration that not every woman gets pregnant easily. Okay, some women may have to go through in vitro, or they may have to go through different, rounds of medication and pills and vitamins to conceive. So you've been married to a woman for 7 years, and y'all have had failed pregnancy after pregnancy, and she finally has a chance to bear a child. And you go ahead and say to her, well, before we proceed,
bring that test here, girl. Hell yeah.
No, I'm speaking of from the perspective from a woman. Do you know how, motherfucker, I could barely get pregnant with you, and you think I'm out here fucking other people?
I'm like, yep. Sometimes, now this is scientifically.
That's cold-hearted.
This is scientifically proven, Key, that when a woman has sex with a different guy with different sperm, she's more susceptible to get pregnant. That's true. I learned that in school. I didn't even pay attention, but I heard that part because it caught me off guard. If a woman has sex with a guy that's not her husband, that she's been having sex for the longest, if she has sex with somebody different,
I need to look that
she's
up.
more likely to get pregnant. And can anybody contest to that or attest to that?
When did you hear this?
When I was in college.
How many years ago? I need something to validate that.
Look it up.
I mean, it might be.
So that is what would make me suspicious. Like,
that would hurt the shit out of me.
It would, man. It'd be messed up.
I mean, it would need to be something that was discussed early on, like before we conceive. Okay, well, this new law in Pennsylvania, at the birth, there's mandatory testing. But don't pop up after I done pushed this baby out. I done struggled for 7 years to conceive. Like, oh, and by the way, we're just gonna go ahead and draw a little extra more blood.
Like, baby, you look so nice. You're sweating. Wipe the sweat off your forehead. It's so beautiful. But they said the baby wasn't mine. What if the baby's not mine? Then is it that crazy?
I mean, because
once you sign,
well, first of all, the results are not going to come back that quick.
Well,
but if they did, that would be a shit show. Can she get stitched up first?
Nope. Hell no. If the baby ain't mine.
So you gonna walk out the hospital right then and there.
I'm pulling the stitches out if they put them in already. Oh God. And we finna talk.
And they're gonna arrest you.
Well, but at least I ain't signed that birth, because if I signed a birth certificate, and we talked about this earlier, I'm responsible financially for that child.
Which is true.
For the next 18 years. And
I mean, so you can contest it in the court. If you get a DNA, if you sign a birth certificate, you get a DNA test proving the child's not yours. I mean, it's going to be costly, and it's going to be a long process, but you can contest it to the court like, this isn't my child.
In some states. I've seen a case on TV. I don't know how real the TV court shows are, but they were like,
some of them do be.
They were, it was paternity testing, and he found out he is not the child's father. So he tried to sue for back child support. She's like, unfortunately, you signed the birth certificate, and in this state, you are the child's father legally, even though you're not biologically. And not only did he not get back child support back, but he also had to continue to pay child support for this 8-year-old baby for the next 10 years.
See, my friend went through that in the state of Pennsylvania, and he was able to cancel the child support
courts don't care.
But it does depend on the state. It does. It absolutely depends on the state.
And that shouldn't. If a man is, that's what I'm saying. We very seldom win when it comes to the court systems. There's no way that if a man is the man is stepping up, that he's not the father, he should be taken off and he should be paid everything because she lied.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not even. I was about to say unless she got pregnant on accident, but that's not happening. It's no miracle.
There's no such thing. Ain't no he got me pregnant. Ain't no she trapped me. No, I mean unless they holes and corners.
She would still have to have sex with somebody else in order for that to happen. So maybe if it's a situation where, because I've heard of this situation where the guy said, I don't care, I don't want to know. Well, he didn't want to know at first. He's like, I didn't want to know because I love her. She told me she cheated. And I was like, I don't want to know. But now the baby got older, the baby don't look like him. He wanted to get tested and found out the baby's not his. But he was like, I love him. I just needed to know for closure, but I'm still going to raise a child like it's mine. So if then that's different. But if you are my wife and you're telling me that and we're the only one, we're inclusive, of course, and we're the only ones having sex with each other, and you pregnant and the baby's not mine?
Right.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
But I have to keep paying child support?
Yeah, I feel like if it's not your child, you shouldn't have a legal obligation at all. And if he wants to leave after the fact, it is what it is. But I feel like, it's some shady shit for a woman to wait years. If you knew, like, come on, you knew, okay, I had sex with this many people in this window whenever I conceived this child.
And then you get on talking about you 230% sure, Maury, that he is my baby father. I have not been with nobody else.
All on Maury have IQ of 50. So we're not even...
oh, my God.
Ebony
said, I don't think you should make him stay. If he wants to, then cool. But if he never really was there in the first place, but his family was involved, and leave him be. It's only because it makes matters worse. Because then the families get involved. Like, that's the thing. Like, if your lying is not just affecting him. There's some mothers out there that can't wait to be grandmothers and fathers that can't wait to be grandfathers. And you sitting there telling this man that this kid is his, and the parents become grandparents now in the heart. And then now it's not like this. And then
but then it plays to the notion of, there's a thing. What is blood? Does paternity really matter? Does DNA really matter in that instance? Like, sometimes there are people that, because it's the same concept of, you just said you want to adopt. Are you going to adopt a child? And then what if you and your wife years later have a child? is that child going to receive more love than the adopted child? Like, I mean, it's not saying, you know, because I'm for the man should only be doing for his biological. But if the family did grow to love and accept this child as their own, then, I mean, what? Does the blood really matter at this point? I don't know. I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Man, one of my favorite CDs is that Life CD that when he first got out of jail.
His first album, I play. It's on my phone now. It's dope.
It is dope. From first song to last.
Yeah, first song to last. That was the best album he ever had.
And then I was thinking about that song, She Got Kids.
Oh, yeah.
And that's maybe what you were talking about. Like, you know, is it immature? Yeah, is it immature? Is it wrong? Like, who's to say?
And he also makes a song "Greedy" talking about the child support. That album was dope.
That album is definitely one of my favorite albums, man. From start to beginning. Anybody that's never heard of Life, I put him on that album. Like, just listen to the whole thing. He had a few hits after that.
But nothing was like that first album. But he wrote a lot of that in jail.
In jail, yep. So he had time.
It always, you know what I mean? Just like Mary J. when she's on the junk. I mean, you hate to say it, but whenever them artists is going through shit is when they really deliver the best work because it comes from the soul.
That's why I love Drake so much, man. I can't wait till girls break Drake heart, man. Drake come out with these fire CDs afterwards. I'm like,
he said, I can't wait.
He broke my nigga heart, but he on right now, man. The last CD he came out with, I ain't like it. I didn't care.
What's the most recent one?
It was
or Views.
No, Views was hitting. He just dropped one right before Chicago.
Somebody else told me it was cheese. I only heard a couple songs. I can't wait to go to Toronto to figure out what this Toronto slang is. Blim. What the fuck is blim?
By Drake?
I ain't blim for real. I ain't gonna just say how I feel.
That's Drake?
Yeah, that's on his new album. But I be dancing to it because it got that West Indian, West African beat.
I love Drake, man. Drake, if you listen in some kind of crazy way, man, you my nigga, man. Can't wait till you get I was hoping that Rihanna broke his heart. He wants
your heart broken, Drake. He's not your homie.
Hey, if any of y'all trifling baby mamas out there want to talk to my nigga Drake, I'll put you on.
Break his heart so I can get a good album.
Man.
Wow, look at the selfishness of this guy.
How is that selfish? I'm trying to help him on. He makes money from it, does he not? Well, that's what's up. Appreciate y'all for chiming in, man. We're gonna wrap up the show. Be sure to go check out our t-shirts, buy a t-shirt, support the cause. Continue to show us love, man. BlackTeaBrownSuga, man. Stay up.
You forgot to say.
Brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea,
brown sugar.
People moving out, people moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Raw, but you sure can't hide. 9 for a 9, a 2 for a 2. Vote for me and I'll set you free.
Rock on, brother. Rock on.
But the only person talking about love is a preacher, and it seems the only person concerned with learning the teachers. The pollution and no solution is still on my brothers. Disillusioned by the confusion of new shit.
black tea, black tea.
Where the world's headed, nobody knows.
Black tea, black tea.
Round and around we go. Where the world's headed, nobody knows.
Black tea, black tea.
Round and around we go. Go. Where the world's
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar. Here to teach spill, you already know the deal. Truth happen in the world, no, it's gon' be revealed. Clean version, dirty version. Yes, you gon' get it all. Simply really, simply. We ain't being coy, shy, simply here to speak the truth and live, not but that exclusive. Bringing to life things happening in the black community is what you're drinking, and we ain't even Georgia. Sit back, relax, and get your mind stimulated by the realness of the talk. Smooth, so taking a journey, babe, down all type of different lanes and really living the same. Every time, every time, every time, every time. Something like fire. Yeah, that's where you know I be and where I be. It ain't a mystery, and if you don't know, then soon you will see. So in the meantime, get a coffee seat and then pick up, and then pick up, and then pick up, and let us fill you up. That's up. Tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.
Black tea, black tea, black tea.
Black tea and brown sugar.